Hey all! Amanda here with your sneak peek for episode 5 of American Ninja Warrior Season 12. This is the first of 2 semi-final rounds where 32 ninjas run each episode. Episode 5 will have all the ninjas who advanced in the first 2 qualifying rounds, and episode 6 will have everyone who advanced from episodes 3 and 4. And just like in qualifying rounds, only the top 12 fastest athletes will advance to the finals each episode. If 2 women are not on the leaderboard, the women that go the furthest the fastest advance. The course for the semifinals will now be 10 obstacles long, as opposed to just the 6 in qualifying. We have a lot of the usual standards returning, but already, it looks like we're getting 4 new events that are sure to cause some interesting results. A few disclaimers here. Again, I have no inside information on the show. These are just my own theories or predictions, and at times, just my best guesses on how things are going to work. I do try to make corrections when needed in the recap videos, so if you have some thoughts on obstacles or runs, please feel free to leave a comment below and then come back to see how close you were. That being said, there is still a possibility that the course for episode 6 will be different from tonight's setup, but from what I have read and seen thus far in researching these videos, I think I have most of the order and breakdown for episode 5. There was a sneak peek video released of Sandy Zinnerman's run, which has since been made private, but I have not seen it, so I do not know how these obstacles will actually work. I was able to get pictures of some of the obstacles, but again, at this point, I am just guessing on how some of these may work. Apparently, Sandy's run was cut before the back half of the course was shown to avoid spoilers. If you do not want to know about these new events, you may want to stop watching now and come back after the show to see how close, or how far off, I was. So far, the course for episode 5 should look like this. Again, we start things off with the shrinking steps. Athletes run up 5 steps that decrease in size, angled on an incline, that lead to a rope where they then must jump out to grab and swing to the landing platform. Then, off the hook is back, which consists of 2 swinging boards, each with a peg attached. Ninjas must hang onto a ring, hook to the first peg on the first board, then build momentum to jump to the second board, hooking the ring on the second peg before swinging to the landing. Then, it's the first new obstacle, called Clockwork. I was so glad I was able to find this picture, so you guys can try to figure it out with me. My best guess is that Clockwork consists of 3 bars, each attached to a sprocket. The sprockets are all interconnected, so that when a ninja swings on the first bar to gain momentum to make the transfer, the movement of the first bar causes the sprocket it's attached to rotate, which in turn causes the other sprockets to rotate, therefore moving the position of the second bar they must grab. Unfortunately, that is as clear as I can make it, and I may still be wrong, but it looks crazy, and I cannot wait to see this one in action. Next is another new obstacle called Burn Rubber. At first glance, it looks like an average balance obstacle, but of course, there is a twist. A variation of tire run, this obstacle consists of 3 tires, the middle one raised higher than the other 2, and the tires spin when athletes place their weight on them. However, if you look closely at the picture, the tires do not actually go in a straight line, but rather, each advancing tire is placed slightly to the right side of the previous tire, so rather than run straight, they almost have to jump diagonally while keeping the forward momentum. Balance obstacles can trip up anyone, and this new twist really has me nervous. This could be a big game changer. Sideways returns, but remember, this obstacle has only been seen to a quarter of the ninjas from the 4th round of qualifiers. Athletes running tonight have not attempted this event yet. In Sideways, ninjas jump up to reach the first of 3 boards, each of which tilt to either side, and they must keep their weight evenly distributed as they work their way across. Then, they reach a perpendicular bar, where they must jump and turn 45 degrees, mid-air, to grab a handle underneath the bar. Ninjas then slide across the bar to reach 3 more tilting boards, this time angled on a decline, and swing out to the landing platform. We then reach the warped wall as we make our way to the back half of the course. The mega wall will no longer be in play. Athletes scale a 14.5-foot concaved wall to reach the salmon ladder. I remember when this used to be the obstacle that took ninjas out. Now they jump rungs 2 at a time. The breakdown I found only says salmon ladder, although there are several variations on it now. The basic salmon ladder looks like a ladder without the steps, and has a bar resting on the 2 rungs at either side. Competitors must use their momentum and upper body strength to climb the ladder by jumping the bar up the rungs until they reach the top. From there, they reach another new obstacle, and this is the one they've already been teasing in the ads. It is called the corkscrew, and we've already seen it in their promos. Unfortunately, I still don't have any more information than that. From the pictures, it looks like there are at least 3 poles, each having a red wheel attached, either near the top or the middle of the pole. I'm guessing athletes jump from wheel to wheel and hold on tight as the wheel spins the athlete around the pole as they ascend to the bottom. I can't wait to see this one in action because I really cannot see a way athletes won't be whipped right off the course. This one looks scary. And at the time of recording, I have not been able to find any information on what the 9th obstacle is. My guess is that it will be an upper body skill high above the ground, something that would appeal to rock climbers, but that's just a guess. If you guys want to venture a guess too, let us know here in the comment section. The final event returns from previous seasons, and it is the spider trap. Athletes ascend a long chute by pressing their hands and feet against the side walls and move themselves up. The spider trap also had 3 sets of trap doors at the 10, 22.5, and 35-foot marks, each weighing 100 pounds, 50 pounds each on the left and right sides. After opening the series of 3 trap doors, they reach the top to hit a buzzer. This looks like it's going to be a very exciting course, and I have a feeling we're all going to be in for a ton of surprises. As for the competitors running, the 31 athletes that advanced from episodes 1 and 2 will take their shots tonight. We'll take a quick look at them now, and of course, I will let you know how I feel about their chances and provide all the results soon after airing. If you want to know how these ninjas got here, check out my previous episode recap videos. So, from slowest to fastest, for the first 2 episodes, we have Ashley McConville, who hit her first buzzer on her rookie year with a time of 4:26.34. She missed her first 2 attempts to get up the warped wall, but somehow she dug deep and succeeded on her final attempt. She trains with boyfriend and fellow ninja Caleb Bergstrom, so I have high hopes for her, and I'm sure she will return, regardless of how the rest of the season plays out for her. She may have been my favorite run from episode 2. We have 5th grade teacher and one of the Fantastic Four, Alyssa Beard, who hit a buzzer with a time of 4:15.10 and was part of the top 12. I would not be surprised to see her advance amongst the women tonight. Next is Grant McCartney, who hit a buzzer with a time of 4:01.16. We all know Grant loves to have fun, but he will have to take this course serious if he wants to advance. The Speedo Ninja, diving coach Mike Wright, advanced by hitting a buzzer at a time of 3:45.41. This was his 4th season and his first buzzer. Next is Julius Ferguson, who had his run digested in episode 1, but was able to hit a buzzer with a time of 3:07.16. This is his 4th season, but he was invited to this competition by Drew Dreschel, which is most likely why his run was digested. Depending on how far they got in taping, his run may be digested again tonight. I hope not. The giant John Alexis Jr. hit a buzzer with a time of 2:20.02, but I think his run was cut from the show, although I do believe he was mentioned to have advanced. Animal activist Rue Yori advanced by hitting a buzzer at a time of 2:19.71. Rue, along with his wife Clara, are the founders of the Wallace the Pitbull Foundation, an organization helped to improve the lives of stray dogs. Another of the Fantastic Four, we have Jessie Flex Lebrecht. Flex landed on the leaderboard by making history and becoming only one of 2 women to hit 5 buzzers in their career in the show. She hit the buzzer at 2:10.54, and I'm expecting her to advance tonight. Gabriel Hotchkiss was invited by Daniel Gill, and although his run was digested, he was able to hit a buzzer in his rookie year with a time of 2:06.95. We also have Krista Ganji, fiancée of Jessie Lebrecht, who joined her team this season and joined her on the leaderboards, hitting a buzzer with a time of 1:56.40. I hope he does well and advances tonight. Gnarly Nate Hansen may have been my favorite run from episode 1, when this 4:11 rookie hit his first buzzer with a time of 1:53.09. I think everyone will be cheering for him to advance. Next is Captain NBC himself, and losing the tip of his thumb did not slow down Jamie Ron, who hit a buzzer with a time of 1:49.46. Superfan Tyler Gillette came close to making it to the Power Tower, hitting a buzzer with a time of 1:45.20. I think the Dream Chaser has what it takes to advance. The big dog, and winner of the first Power Tower, Jody Avila advanced by hitting a buzzer with a time of 1:44.41. Jamie Rum brought some class to the show, with the classy ninja, rookie Donovan Medier, who runs in 3-piece suits. He hit his first buzzer with a time of 1:43.56. Personal trainer Abel Gonzalez returns for his 6th season, advancing by hitting a buzzer with a time of 1:36.75. Cameron Baumgartner returned from last year, where he took the 3rd fastest time in qualifiers, only to be disqualified in the city finals for touching the support ropes on the spinning bridge. Apparently, certain things will disqualify you, like using your hands on the spinning bridge, which has been alluded to several times this season. This year, he hit a buzzer with a time of 1:20.60. My mom's favorite ninja, Daniel Gill, runs tonight, and unless something goes terribly wrong, I expect him to hit a buzzer with one of the fastest times. He hit a buzzer with a time of 1:18.57, which would have been even faster had he not attempted and failed the mega wall. The Cat Daddy Jackson Twait returned from last year and took the third fastest time of the night in episode 2, hitting a buzzer with a time of 1:13.57. His run was digested last time, but I'd like to see what he can do. Ethan Swanson was the runner-up for the Power Tower episode 2, hitting a buzzer with a time of 1:04.14. Ethan has been seen several times on the big screen, cheering on his fellow ninjas. Look for him to advance and give us his signature stomp at the top of the spider trap. And the winner of the episode 2 Power Tower, Jake Murray, was on a mission, hitting a buzzer with a time of 54.50. Jake has the natural talent to be a constant finalist, but sometimes he just goes too fast to keep control. Let's hope that's not the case tonight. For the non-finishers advancing, we have Sandy Zinnerman, who went out on Obstacle 5 Night 1. She reached the slingshot with a time of 2:25.07. A digested run and Drew's other pick, Taylor Johnson made it to the slingshot Night 1 with a time of 2:21.56. She and Julius worked and trained with Drew, and I would love to see what she can do on the course. Don't be surprised if her run gets digested again tonight. Tyler Gillette invited rookie Ryan Lashaff, who made it to the slingshot with a time of 1:25.63, but whose run was digested. Silver and bronze winning Olympic gymnast Jonathan Horton returned for his 6th season, making it to the slingshot with a time of 1:20.75. He was inspired to join American Ninja Warrior by Casey Catanzaro's historic run. My favorite ninja is up tonight, and I am praying Flip Rodriguez hits a buzzer to advance. He made it to the slingshot with a time of 1:13.08, but an unfortunate landing with the bar ended his run for the night, episode 1. Caitlin Bergstrom returned from last year, where she tried out with her 8 other siblings. She was only one of 2 to make it. She made it to Obstacle 5, the Ferris wheel, on episode 2, where she lost her grip attempting a low transfer to the landing. She made it there in 1:09.22, advancing her amongst the women's board. We will also have the runs of the people that were saved during the Power Tower showdowns. Jody Avila saved his wife Nurse Pauline Avila and friend Rajay Maddox during episode 1. They both went out on the second obstacle. Wait for it. Jake Murray was able to save his teammates by crushing the Power Tower episode 2. Former hockey player Barry Gowers and a meat cutter returning for his 3rd season, Glenn Albright, both made it to Obstacle 5, the Ferris wheels. So, there are your first 31 athletes running tonight. Again, only the top 12 fastest athletes make it to finals, starting in 2 weeks' time. The top 2 women also advance. My predictions for those I think, or want, to advance, in no particular order, are Flip Rodriguez, Daniel Gill, Jake Murray, Ethan Swanson, Chris DeGangi, Tyler Gillette, Jamie Ron, Grant McCartney, Jody Avila, Julius Ferguson, Nate Henson, and John Alexis Jr. As for the women, I would assume Jessie LeBrecq and Alyssa Beard will be the most likely choices to advance, as I feel they are the strongest female ninjas running tonight. However, I would love to see Ashley McConville do well, and I am interested in seeing what Tyler Johnson can do, but I expect to see her run digested. I would love to hear what you guys think, and who everyone will be cheering for. Hopefully, your favorite ninja made the cut. I'm very excited about tonight's show, and I hope you all are too. I will have a full recap of all the results, and of course, the names of those heading to finals, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications for when the next all-new American Ninja Warrior video is up. So until then, enjoy the show!